It was 2012 and Disney was riding high, like Bernie Madoff after buying his mansion with embezzled funds. And why not? They were almost worth $90 billion and had just bought Marvel in 2009. But like Hitler, Stalin, or Lizzo at an all-you-can-eat buffet, they were hungry for more. So drunk on their own power, they made a bid for Lucasfilm. $4 billion later, they got it. And they gave it to Lucas's longtime bagel and latte girl, Kathleen Kennedy. For better or worse, the fans were finally getting a new Star Wars sequel trilogy by J.J. Abrams. Could the new Dream Team pull off what Lucas failed to do a decade earlier? Then the trailer dropped, and being a Star Wars fanboy, I promptly peed my pants at the first viewing. It was the old crew and the Millennium Falcon back on screen. Then I rewatched it and I noticed something odd. The stormtroopers had these stupid smiles on their faces, and some dude was wearing some metal cartoon aardvark helmet. Deep down inside, I had a bad feeling. I went to watch it on opening day, of course, but as the little characters made their bad jokes and worse decisions on screen, all my hopes for a magical return to the old days disappeared. Disney and Abrams did it. They killed our collective childhood. There are neat special and practical effects, but that was a veneer, and what it was covering was a stinky ball of space cheese. But it made like $2 billion, you say. But it got a 93 on Rotten Tomatoes, you say. It had to be epic.
Wrong.
I never watched it again until yesterday for this video. Damn content creating. Was it any good? Well, the prequels, after all, aged well enough, with some exceptions, of course. After watching it again, I realized TFA is very much a product of its time. It was the age of J.J. Abrams. He produced a hit TV show. He did Star Trek. He was Hollywood's darling. And a lot of people weren't happy with the direction of the prequels. There were a lot of problems with the sequels, but watching Force Awakens one more time made me A, appreciate the prequels more, and B, realize the shit show it was. Mostly, I hated the plot, how it hated its legacy characters, how it didn't give a shit about writing a good hero, and that damn J.J. Abrams mystery box.
What could this thing be?
Let's begin at the top. The plot. It's not so much that it had a bad plot, it's they took A New Hope and just did a word search and replaced all the characters and locations. Tatooine was now Jakku, Darth Vader was now Kylo Ren, and Luke Skywalker was now Rey. Some elements just got supersized, like the Death Star. It was now
the Star Killer.
Bigger, better, badder. You know what they say, if you can't write a good story, dazzle the audience with gimmicks. This was a paint-by-numbers Star Wars. Say what you want about the prequels, at least they tried to do something different. In TFA, a droid once again carries the bullshit MacGuffin on a desert planet. A space station destroys the good guy's home planet with a death ray, and the mentor gets killed by a bad guy on said station. In the case of the stormtroopers, they didn't even bother to change the design. They just gave him this dumbass goofy smile. And speaking of stormtroopers, they were part of this army called the First Order, which wasn't really the First Order because it came after the Empire, so should it have been called? Oh hell, I don't care. You see, they built this Starkiller star base that blows up planets and recharges its blaster by absorbing a star. Yeah, that's what they went with. This isn't a channel about astrophysics, but do a quick grok search and you'll realize this is absolute bullshit. So these characters that are just a lazy attempt to recreate the originals are Finn, Poe, and Rey. Finn is an ex-stormtrooper. He's played by John Boyega and had so much potential. Was he gonna be a Jedi? Was he gonna be a Luke Skywalker type? No, he wasn't. He was a space janitor and a goof. He had a couple of fun moments, but ultimately a waste of a good character. Next is Poe Dameron, the greatest pilot in the Resistance. And we know that because they tell you he's the greatest pilot in the Resistance. And that's because JJ thinks audiences are dumbasses and they need to be told things instead of shown. So Poe's a Han Solo with a sprinkle of Luke. He's played by Oscar Isaac and probably the best part of this movie. And that's pretty much his character arc. Now for the character that destroyed Daisy Ridley's career. Rey. She's like the boss level Mary Sue. Of course, she's a replacement for Luke, but like they cloned Luke in a lab and filtered out all the impurities, all those pesky flaws gone. The struggles he endured to grow and achieve, gone. In the old days, storytellers used a literary device called a hero's journey to outline a protagonist's arc. She has none. She teaches Han Solo how to fix the Falcon. The audience is told that Chewbacca instantly likes her, even though they don't really share any screen time. Then she kicks Force user Kylo Ren's ass.
Girls get it done.
That made me realize, why waste time? Why not just have Luke kick Vader's ass in the first movie? Why train with Yoda? Why get your arm lightsabered off? Why need Obi-Wan and Han Solo to help you blow up the Death Star? Oh yeah, because then there's no struggle and your movie sucks. Next is the bad guy. Batman has a Joker, Ripley has an alien, and Jeff Spicoli had a Mr. Hand. Unfortunately, TFA has Kylo Ren. Yeah, fucking Kylo Ren. This impotent, temperamental, unhinged, emo, nepo baby. The good guy is only as good as the bad guy. The bad guy's the reason that he gets up in the morning to do all those crunches. The reason he eats all those raw eggs for breakfast and chases that damn chicken. There's no threat in Kylo Ren. Poe laughs at him in the opening scene. He loses his shit and throws tantrums. And when he first meets Rey, she kicks his pussy ass. So that's it. What's the point of part 2? Next, Disney just hates George Lucas's characters. I believe that Disney's goal was not only to destroy them, but to dismember them, pull their teeth off, and feed them to the damn pigs. Luke ran away like a little bitch and resides on a planet where he sexually assaults monsters and repulses young women. Han Solo is a loser riding around in his space RV with his space dog. Strangely enough, Leia is untouched and is now identifying as a general. Good for her. Lastly is JJ's ridiculous mystery box. This fucking thing is everywhere.
What could this thing be?
Where'd the First Order come from? Don't know. Why was Rey a Jedi Master at birth? Don't know. Where the hell did blind prune bitch get a lightsaber?
Good question. For another time.
This movie made a lot of money, sure, but where are all the Rey and Kylo Ren action figures? Where is the excitement for a new Rey movie? And why the hell should fans even care? All we've gotten since TFA are grumpy old Jedis, Lizzo, and lesbian space witches. It's a sorry state. Well, let me know where I'm wrong, or if you agree that the only thing Disney awakened 10 years ago was a farce. Anyway, comment down below. And as always, keep watching movies.